Hi everyone, it's StariAri here to give you guys your weekly romance reading. This week is actually going to be a lot of energies are going to be changing. We're going from Taurus season to Gemini season. We have a new moon in Gemini coming in on Friday, and there's just a lot of things going on in astrology. Okay, so with this new moon in Gemini, let's talk about this first. Okay, this is really important. So the new moon in Gemini marks a new cycle, of course, like with every new moon. It's also all about, presenting opportunities to commit and to improve your communication skills. And also listening to others is really important during this new moon phase. Enjoying other people's point of view, even if it's different from yours. Big difference right there, because remember, we tend to just not like that. All right, so rather than seeking to find your own way, we are opening ourselves up to different avenues of approach when it comes to dealing with certain situations in our lives, or even different personality types in our lives. All right, so this is what this new moon brings in, is remembering that communication is key and opening yourself up to listening to different points of view. Okay, so now let's look at what's happening this week. Okay, so we have on May 22nd, the sun conjuncts the moon, or the new moon. So this is really intense energy. So again, we're moving away from Taurus season into Gemini season. Gemini season is all about knowledge. It's all about communications and knowledge as well. It's all about diversity, okay? Making sure that we are sociable, we are intellectual, we are curious, and we are influenced to be curious because of the Gemini energy, okay? We are gonna feel our energy a little bit scattered, like doing things, multiple things at the same time. Okay, you're gonna also feel a lot of curiosity with differences of opinions. You're also going to feel like you need to communicate. You need to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard. Okay. There's going to be just a lot of things that are going to happen in Gemini season this year. I feel like it's going to definitely bring a lot of us together, or it's going to finally reveal those who are intolerable in your life. Okay. Those who are stuck in their ways and they cannot see things through, a larger scope of perception, okay, or perspective. So Mercury is going to be in Gemini from May 11th to the 28th. All right, so this happened last week. So Mercury in Gemini is really important because it's about communication, because it's in its own house. Okay, it's all about communication, curiosity, and being social. It's also about feeling like you're making your home, or feeling at home wherever you go. So whenever you're socializing, you're going to feel at home. Whenever you are out and about meeting new people, you're going to feel like, oh my god, I've known this person for a very long time. So it's really like kind of like a deeper connection in this way with other humans. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to attract you regarding communication skills, like wordplay, poetry, negotiating, debates, things like that. So it's definitely something really just so that you can get to the root of what's really happening. Okay, so uncovering the truth when it comes to your interactions with other people. Okay, so it's going to be a fun season, but it's also going to be really deep. Okay, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about other people. Okay, so again, you guys already know that Venus is still in Gemini until August 7th. So this one in particular, it's going to be like curiosity again with romantic partnerships. It's going to be more social, like you're going to be more spontaneous, like, hey, let's go out with your whoever your significant other is, and be more sociable, things like that. A lot of more like it's going to be a lot of deeper connection and communication skills that you're going to definitely have with your partner at that time, because you're going to communicate more about what you really are thinking, as well as how you feel about things. Okay. Not in the way that you're like, oh, I feel depressed or things like that. It's more like in a way of like how you really feel about a person, and like what you really think about them type of thing. Okay. So it's very, I guess, gossipy, but with your partner, of course. So that's definitely the Gemini way. The shadow side of Gemini, I would say. All right, so we do have Mars in Pisces now. Okay, Mars in Pisces, we're gonna tend to feel less motivated of going towards traditional goals, like, for example, if you had a traditional job, meaning the 9 to 5 business hours, things like that, you're going to feel more motivated to get something different, like something that it feels like more like your own. Okay. Like you creating your own hours, you being your own boss. Okay. That's not non-traditional. You going and starting up a spiritual business, that's non-traditional too. So things like that, you're going to feel this surge of wanting to step away from the traditional and making things your own. Okay. There's going to be a lot of dislikes and confrontation during this energy as well. There's going to be a lot of output and straightforwardness energy from yourself and other people. It's going to be a lot of like, it's not going to be like conflict, like necessarily. It's more like reducing or actually removing any illusion. Okay, any illusion that you may have played a part of in this reality, maybe an illusion of grandeur that you have, or maybe an illusion of like putting someone in a pedestal, someone that you admire and they really aren't a good person, things like that. Okay. Idealistic sides of you are going to be confronted. All right. There's going to be more of like a straightforwardness about this confrontation, and it's going to get complicated. All right. But it's important. Okay. It's important. All right. So we're breaking down any illusion that doesn't serve you. Okay, so let's see. I think, yeah. So for this week with romance, because we are moving into Gemini energy, there's going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to say to your partner that you haven't said. There's also going to be a lot of things that you're going to realize about your partner that you didn't realize before. So just be open, okay? Be open-minded. Be aware of what's the dynamic, as well as just don't be too hard on yourself. Let them communicate as much as you want to communicate yourself. Okay, so it's kind of like open mind and open heart energy this week. All right, so let's go ahead and begin with your reading. All right, water signs. So this week is going to be a lot of emotional fulfillments, okay? So we have the moon as your main energy for this week. So it feels like you're going to have a deeper connection with your partner, or if you don't have a partner, with someone coming in that you are interested in. It feels like you're going to feel more at home with being yourself, with expressing your emotions and being supported in the way that you express them. You won't have to hide. You won't have to feel like you're not being understood, so it's going to be a beautiful energy. It's also all about trusting your intuition, like about the person that you're with or the person that you want to be with. It feels like intuitively you already knew a long time ago, especially when you barely met them, that this was going to be the one, okay? Or this was going to be a beautiful relationship that is going to assist you in accepting every part of you, okay? Even the irrational, emotional part, right? Or the one that goes kind of crazy sometimes. So So this is going to be like, you're going to feel like you're definitely like that whole too good to be true type of thing, but it is really true. So just embrace it, okay? So for Scorpio, you got the Four of Ariel, and this is the equivalent of the Four of Pentacles. So you're creating the life that you desire with this partner. You're definitely feeling like you are being fulfilled and understood at the same time. You are definitely feeling like these extremes, like extreme love and extreme just wanting to embrace this person, and at the same time because they've embraced you, okay? So there's a lot of just a mutual understanding and respect. There's also a deeper emotional connection, and there is definitely a feeling of like, this person can help me feel more stable in my environment, in my relationship to them, and even how you create the life that you desire with them, okay? So there seems to be like this enthusiasm behind it, like, oh my God, this is my Prince Charming, or my one true love, you know, for you men out there. And you guys can build that perfect, you know, marriage, or if you're non-traditional, which I doubt, that perfect partnership that'll bring you guys full romantic bliss, okay? So that's what, Scorpio, you're gonna definitely be feeling that this week. So next one is Cancer. So you got the Seven of Michael, Cancer, because you got to make your choices. You seem to have this experience with someone in particular that's really close to you because of how long you've known them for, okay? You have options, Cancer, you do. You really do have options. But this particular person you keep going back to because there is something unsaid, or you guys didn't ever get to realize the potential of a romantic relationship, or possibly, you know, it just wasn't available at the time. It's kind of like the star-crossed lover type of story thing, where you were interested, but this person was with someone else, or where you were with someone else and then they were interested, you know, so it's kind of like that back and forth thing. But this week, you're going to have the opportunity to choose finally, because you're both going to be available. It's like either you're going to come together, or you're going to decide, okay, we're better off as friends, you know? So it's whatever that goes towards. Cancer, just be open to it, because again, like I said, I see that there's a lot of different roads that you can take, a lot of different partnerships that you can choose from. It doesn't mean that you're a player or anything like that, Cancer. It just means that you're attracting like the people that you desire, like you've been asking for true love, and there's potential partnerships everywhere, okay, for you. So it's time for you to just go within and ask yourself, what's the benefit, or how will this partnership benefit you? Meaning, like, is it going to be a good one, or is it just going to be a fling? Okay, so that's what you have to definitely sit down and ask yourself. Are you ready for true love and commitment that's gonna last till your golden years, or are you just wanting a quick little fling, you know? So that's what you got for this week, Cancer. So next one is Pisces. You got the Eight of Gabriel, and this is the Eight of Wands. So this one is all about your ideals, okay? There's a lot of different changes that are going to happen in your life, Pisces. I feel like there's definitely going to be you're definitely going to be placed in a situation, especially in a romantic situation, where you're going to have to communicate your desires. There's going to be different changes that you're going to see in your partner as soon as you finally communicate exactly what you're thinking, okay, or how you're feeling, okay? It's going to be like drastic change with them, okay? It feels like they didn't know this. to begin with. And so if you don't call them out on their behavior or the way that they say things, and maybe you got offended, if you just hold it within and you don't explain these things, then they're not going to be able to change that about themselves. They're not going to be able to be more compassionate with you. And so it's really important for you to show them or teach them, hey, I'm very delicate when it comes to this subject, right? Or, oh, I'm sensitive to when you say this, I feel like I'm being attacked, things like that. So it's very important for you to communicate your needs. It's very important for you to even tell them like, hey, I'm kind of offended when you said that, like just be honest. Okay. And then you'll see the change because they're going to actually want to make you happy. All right. And so that's really important that you understand this, Pisces, that they can't read your mind. They just know that you're upset, but they don't know why. Okay, so you gotta let them know. All right, so that's what I see is like important communication is gonna happen. A drastic change in your relationship is gonna happen. It's gonna be for the better. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. So if you guys are interested in a personal reading, go ahead and go to my website www.StariAri333.com to book. And I hope you guys have a wonderful new moon in Gemini, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.